Hello, I'm delighted to welcome you to the 2020 annual meeting of the American Society of International Law. The circumstances of this meeting are unlike any we have experienced before. Whatever the challenges that you may be facing during this time, I hope you'll draw strength and support from being part of this global community and from the values that have sustained us for a century and more. I hope you will leave the meeting with renewed resolve as we work together to realize the promise of international law. As you review the extraordinary array of programs and activities taking place over the next 2 days, I'd like to mention a few highlights you may not want to miss. Day 1 will begin at 9 a.m. with our opening ceremonies, featuring a keynote conversation with Ambassador William J. Burns of the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. At 10:15, we will hear remarks by the 2020 Hudson Medal recipient, Professor Rüdiger Wolfram of the Max Planck Foundation, and his conversation with our 2010 Hudson Medal recipient, Edith Brown Weiss. At 4:30, we will present the Society's honors and awards, followed at 5 o'clock by the 22nd Annual Grotius Lecture, to be delivered by James Gotti of Loyola University's Chicago School of Law, with a response by Fleur Johns of the University of New South Wales Faculty of Law. Day 2 will begin at 9 a.m. with a keynote conversation between Hina Gilani, the recipient of the 2020 Honorary Member Award, and Claudio Grossman, the recipient of the 2020 Goler T. Butcher Medal. At 10:15, we will host the 5th annual Detlev F. Watts Roundtable on Transnational Law, whose topic will be Conceptualizing Intellectual Property as a Social Determinant of Health. At 11:30, we will present the 8th annual Charles N. Brower Lecture on International Dispute Resolution, to be delivered by Sir Daniel Bethlehem. At 3:15, the Women in International Law Interest Group will present the 2020 Prominent Woman in International Law Award to Judge Elizabeth Odio Benito of the Inter-American Court of Human Rights. Finally, at 5 o'clock, we will hold our closing plenary, sponsored by the Asser Institute for International and European Law and the Municipality of The Hague, on cities and other subnational entities. What promise do they hold for international law? I recognize that many of these programs will be competing for your attention with other substantive sessions and activities you will want to attend, but you really don't have to choose. Whatever sessions you miss will be available to you to enjoy on demand, both during and after the annual meeting. I also encourage you to take advantage of a variety of interactive sessions created expressly for the virtual meeting. These include mentoring sessions that will connect students and new professionals with leading scholars and practitioners, and Ask Me Anything sessions with leaders in the field answering questions on everything from the career paths they followed to their thoughts on current international legal issues. I also want to invite you to participate in the member meetings that the Society's interest groups will be hosting over the course of the annual meeting, and to visit our virtual expo hall to explore the information and resources presented by our sponsors and exhibitors. On behalf of the leaders, volunteers, and staff who have devoted countless hours to creating this virtual experience, I wish you a pleasant and productive meeting.